My name's Craig. My presentation is wastewater naturally. This is based on previous research that I did in 2006 on a river course through a sand dune area that dissipates onto Southport Beach. Normally, with a river, the water quality deteriorates downstream. However, with this, there was a paradox. That's why I called it the pollution paradox of the White Nile. This was downstream as the water dissipates onto the beach, and this was further upstream in the dune course, which is aesthetically displeasing. So I set about finding out what's happened to the water from when it enters the dune system to when it goes into the beach. So my aim was to find out the quality at the beginning of the water course in the dune environment and at the end, to find out, is the perceived difference true? So about the actual environment of this, we need to understand the paleo environment, that's the past environment, and the bedrock round there is an aquiclude, that's an impermeable layer of Mercia mudstone. This is important because this river course flows into a dune slack. Does anyone know what a dune slack is? Simply, it's a lake in a sand dune environment. And there's a wet dune slack, meaning that it holds water most of the year. Right? And there's also, interestingly, evidence of dinosaur footprints from a dinosaur called baryonyx, which are revealed when the tide goes out sometimes and exposes the mudstone. Right, it's an aerial photograph of the study area, and pen out. So these are my sampling sites. There were 3 sampling sites. The water flows out of a conduit pipe because the river's subterranean. There's another river about here, which is called the River Nile, and that's why I called this one the White Nile, because it's near to it. So it flows along, and that's where it's aesthetically displeasing and looks like it's polluted. It goes into the dune slack, it settles there and trickles through a reed bed system. It's about 250 metres long, and then it flows out under the wooden bridge where it's nice and clear water. That's the dune slack. As you can see, it's approximately 50 metres long. I worked out the capacity of the dune slack because that summer it was quite dry, and I could go out there with waders on and measure in sections, and I calculated the capacity. Now, to sample the water, normally you get in and you've got waders on and you take a sample, but I devised a telescopic pole like this with a mini gator on. So when you stick it in, you're not disturbing the sediment, and it pulls tight on the gator because of the weight of the water. Now, the stream flow velocity, normally you measure the velocity with a flow meter, but it was so slow, I had to use the distance over time method using an orange. How the efficiency of the purification of this system and all these variables were improved by that amount, and it was done in 4 hours 39 minutes. That was my main finding. So the perceived difference was true, and the river system does act as a natural purification system.
That's great, thank you. Okay. Questions? We've got questions for Craig. His undergraduate dissertation, I think.
Why?
No, it's clever. I've not seen it personally. Never seen a technical presentation like that before. You know, with
yeah, I was speeding it up a bit.
The chemistry side of it, I'm not. Might be more nuts and bolts. That was interesting. Though.
Well, I did it because I thought it was relevant, because we all have to think about dissertations, and I thought it'd get me geared up. So any more questions?
Did you look at any other methods for looking at coliforms rather than on an agar gel?
Well, because it's not my area is geography. When I went to microbiology, I had a chat with one of the lecturers, and he said, use this old method, it's simpler, because there are other.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think you answered the question there. It's an old method, and it's quite a difficult
Right, any more questions?
Did you do that here at UCLan?
The research, yeah.
No, your undergraduate degree. Yeah.
It was all my own ideas. Oh, I thought it was quite unique because no one had ever done anything like that before. But it was just that one day I was on the beach and I thought Southport Beach, most of the water that's discharged in there is filthy. And I saw that and it's Natterjack Tobes that's, and I thought that's crystal clear that. And then I followed the river course and it just deteriorated really bad. I thought that's strange. So that was my rationale for doing that.